It's been 3 weeks. Hi. Thanks for... This is Michaela. Everybody should know you, but maybe people don't know what you look like.
This is what I look like. And
she's pregnant.
I'm pregnant. That's what this is. This isn't just food. Not yet. Anyway.
Some of it's food.
Some of it's food, yeah. A portion of it. But the food, I think, is right here where the stomach's at. Because the rest of this is a child.
You're like a week out.
Yep, I'm due next Friday. So we'll see.
And this is baby number one.
Baby number one. So
boy or girl?
Boy. And I did get some Vivint onesies yesterday from
nice.
work, actually. So I'll send a picture.
Do you have a name picked out? Or is Eli just kind of the runner-up?
Probably is the runner-up. But no, we're going to meet him and then decide. But luckily, my husband's been very decisive about what he doesn't like. So,
that's good.
Yeah, but finding anything he does like will be interesting.
I feel like we waited on all of our kids. One of my kids is here, and we waited. We didn't even know if she was going to be a boy or a girl. We waited for that, too. Mm-hmm.
I don't mentally think I can handle that.
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, okay.
But she has a new nickname. Her name's Indy, and the kids at soccer call her Indiana Jones.
Which is a great name.
I liked that.
That's perfect.
We've got 3 weeks to catch up on. Last week, I was gone. We usually film every other week, but last week I was in Nova Scotia, Canada, which is about a 9-hour flight and then 3.5-hour drive in the middle of the night to get to. And it was beautiful. So it was
How
a fun.
far from where you're from in Canada?
The opposite, further than Utah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So Vancouver, Canada is the furthest city in Canada from Halifax.
Oh, well, as long as it's as far as possible.
As far as possible. So yeah, I didn't feel very Canadian, but it was a great trip. We spent a lot of time golfing and way too much time in meetings. Like, the 2 a.m, head Bob and Cheyenne's like, pay attention. Like, we did a lot of those. So I'll cover, we got 3 weeks to cover, so want to get the recognition out there. We had a great rookie week, week 9. Grant Weaver, this was his first week with us. Number 1 rookie in the company, his first week with us. And that was awesome, 15.1. Congrats, Grant. We're going to see his name probably on every slide for a while and hopefully forever. Craig Hill, another awesome week for Craig, 11.8. And Dylan with 11 as well. That is our first week with 3 of the rookies, the top 3 rookies, over a 10 FP plus, which directly correlates to why our numbers that week were up 54%, like year over year. So that's massive. Congrats to the rookies. You guys are dominating, setting the pace. Top sophomores, we got Jace with 11, Jason Nobles with 9. We see you guys up here all the time. Cade, great week on that week with 9 as well. And top vets, we've got Sarah Sanders competing hard this time in the is it Madness or whatever the competition
for Dream Team.
Dream Team, and then Montana Ramos. So all 3, Jordy, Montana, Sarah, all fighting for the top spot, and love seeing it when Sarah beats the boys out. So congrats, Sarah. Top offices, we had Savannah with 124. The crazy part about Savannah is we've had massive tech delays and tech issues getting our jobs in. Last week, they only installed 2/3 of the total sold accounts.
No way.
And so we've been putting a lot of heat on there. So hope we can get the techs, which we have a good grasp on the tech situation right now in Savannah. So hopefully this week they set a new record for us.
That'd be awesome.
And then Augusta, this is fun seeing Augusta in the number 2 spot, 107.8. Congrats to Preston and Greg, just completely dominating. Colorado Springs, a little bit of a down week, probably because I visited them. That's usually what happens.
You're too busy letting them just go party.
Yeah, I'm like, I throw one big incentive. Speaking of big incentives, Greg Jacobson did a call with Todd Peterson and his guys.
Yeah.
Todd gave out $10,000 on the phone call.
That makes sense.
Like,
that's accurate.
That's Todd.
I should have invited him to my baby shower. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, like Todd would ask a question and somebody give a really good answer, like was vulnerable. Todd would give him money and be like I think for one guy's like, okay, if you go do 60 more accounts, I'll give you another $10,000. So
that's amazing.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
We need Todd back.
I love him so much.
Jeez. Area directors, nice job, Jake Woodhouse, 8.3. I love it when the office is having a slow week and the leaders step up to fill the gaps. That was awesome to see with Jake. And then congrats to everybody. 5.1 is probably the lowest week I've ever seen Angel Chavez have in his career. So I doubt that will ever happen again. And then Saturday standouts, just shout out to Aiden with 3.4 and Montana Ramos with a 5 spot. We love seeing Montana up there. He's such a stud and on his way to well over 200 this year. So congrats, Montana. And then let's breeze through week 10.
Week 10. Week 2 of the 3 weeks we're going to go over.
That's right.
So, okay. Number 1, Grant Weaver again. So 17 FP plus,
Wow.
which is sweet. Then you have Isaac and AK with 12.2 and 10. So all rookies in the double digits, which is really, really sweet. Then top sophomores, we have Cade with 8, Dylan with 7, and is it Audie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With 6. And that's our sophomore week. And then we have our vets. So we have Charles with 12, Jake with 10, and Montana with 10. So rookies kind of outperforming the.
And that has been a
sophomore
common
vets.
thread. We're trying to fix it.
That's still super cool, though.
We're trying to fix it.
actually.
We love it, but we're trying to fix it. I like that the vets have been very consistent this year, like with their numbers of, it's kind of very veteran numbers. Like the peaks and valleys are much less, more consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you see as veterans do the job. Where I'm really worried is the sophomores. The sophomores overall their peaks and valleys aren't as bad, but they're just not as high.
But I mean, hopefully they have a rabbit to chase, like with the rookie class doing so good.
We
So
should throw some competitions out there.
Maybe.
Sophomores versus rookies.
maybe you should have Todd Peterson get on a call with
Get on
every
the
single
call.
office and see what happens.
Jeez. Yeah, that's maybe. I think that was the week Augusta just destroyed it.
That's awesome. Yeah, nothing motivates like a Todd call, honestly.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then office rankings looks like it's similar to how it was last time as far as order of 1 through 7. But do you want me to just read all of them or just
No,
top
just
3?
the top 3.
Okay, Savannah, 130.1 FP plus. Colorado Springs with 102, and Augusta with 92. So good job, guys.
So Augusta and Colorado Springs flip-flopping there.
Did they? Oh, you're right. They did
But-
flip flop.
But I think I don't know. It's hard to tell right now because we have new guys out in Augusta, and Colorado Springs has the talent and the ability to go do 150, 160.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Well, and
interesting.
4th of July week too. So
True.
so
That is 4th of July, Saturday or Monday.
feels like Friday,
Yeah, that was my next guess.
but it's a whole weekend, which is great.
So there'll be an incentive, I'm sure,
yeah.
released on Thursday, and then the incentive will run Friday, Saturday, and maybe Monday, but probably just Friday, Saturday.
So I haven't seen any slides on it yet, to be honest. But yeah, I'm sure they'll communicate that out. But it's always a really great week and good weekend, and no, it's great. Sorry, I got ahead of us. We're on week
You're
2,
good.
and I'm talking about
I know.
current times. Area directors, we have Angel with 9.5, Kyle with 9, Corey with 7, Baxton with 6, Mark with 6, Jake with 5, and Greg with 4. So no zeros.
Greg went home
Greg
for a
went
few
home.
days, so gotta still be a dad, but he'll be back up there.
Sweet. And then Saturday standouts, we have, let's see, a lot of 3 spots. That's sweet. Alex and Alexander, Brennan, Corey, Jake and Jack, Jake again, and Sarah all with a 3 spot. Greg with 4, and Phil Lee with 4, which is
So Greg
awesome.
only worked on Saturday.
Yeah, so he did 1 day of work and did awesome.
Greg can do that.
Yeah, it's incredible. And be a dad the rest of the week.
Yeah,
And then go out and run an office.
rough life.
I know. It's hard to be Greg.
Yeah, it's tough to be the Greg.
Tough to be Greg and then to also own a bakery that makes great food.
I know. I need to get there. Week 11, Grant Weaver. Have we heard that name yet?
Rings a bell.
Grant, not just top rookie, of course, but top veteran all the way up in the group the last couple weeks. So
Yeah, it's killer.
not surprised. Did you meet Grant when he was here?
Did I?
Grant and his brother Reed came in and met with us for 3 days to figure out coming over to Vivint.
Does he have
They
any
met
prior
with-
sales experience?
Yep, they're selling with Brinks and
Oh, okay.
another dealer program for the last couple of years. So not true rookie, but true rookie at Vivint to come over and adapt that fast is
No,
crazy,
that's awesome.
right? It takes me a week to figure out Street Genie. Still, like when
It
I go and like somebody's like, hey, I need Vivint, like friend and family, it takes me 4 days to like set them up.
And you're like calling one stop every
Yeah.
5 seconds.
I'm like, what is going on? So congrats, Grant. A little bit lower, everybody else, Chandler and Isaac. Isaac, I just sent you some shoes for your incentive. Hopefully those arrive soon. And Chandler with 7. Nice job seeing Chandler's name up here. And then Adi with 8.8. Nice job, stud. Darren with 5 and Reagan with 5. That was but this was our worst week of the summer.
Really?
As far as like midsummer production goes, our numbers were, we had 28% growth, but from where we've been, it was kind of a down week for sure.
Why do you think?
I blame Angel Chavez.
Oh, okay.
He sold 5 a few weeks ago, and I think that's why.
Really hurt the morale of the entire senior region.
People need our leader to lead. So Angel, don't disappoint us ever again. Speaking of Angel, he was the top vet that week with 10.6.
Redemption arc.
Yeah, Montana with 9.3. So that's both out of, and they're in their best stuff right now. So I think they'll have an amazing week. And then Corey Torgensen out there figuring out Soldotna, 8.3. All I see from Jordy though, is, do you follow him on Instagram or anything?
I don't think so.
He's killed. How many fish do you think he's killed since he's been in Alaska?
Oh wait, I did see that picture though.
Yeah,
that was so many fish.
He's killed like enough fish to feed Finland.
Here's my question: is he eating the fish? Is he throwing them back, or is he just letting them be dead?
If he ate all the fish he killed, he'd be huge.
So cookouts, is that what
they're doing?
I don't know.
He's feeding an island. He's sending them to Finland. So thank you for feeding Finland. Office ranking, Colorado Springs, top spot. Congrats, Colorado Springs. Love seeing you beat everybody else out. Augusta, number 2. So fun to see. And then Savannah, number 397. So, and Casper's up there very, very close. I think Casper with their group, you look at the leaderboard, a lot of it's Casper. So I'm going to skip over this. Slow week with area directors. That kind of equates to a slower week with the offices. And then Saturday standouts, a lot of guys at 3-0. Eduardo Pena with 5.
Let's go.
So hell yeah.
That's huge.
And then
those are all same days?
Yep.
That's freaking dope.
Yep. So Tyler Collins, his new name, Maley, is, I think I pronounced that new name up there, 3 spot, probably first 3 spot. And everybody else we've seen up there a bunch of times. So that's great. And then Championship Club, Kelly, you feel like we're pretty caught up on shipments and stuff? Cool. So the first 3, or the first 2 have been sent out. That includes the hats, the shirts, the iPad covers, and the fanny packs.
That's so sick that you do that.
It'll be awesome.
I love that.
Okay, so Kelly's saying if you guys text her and you don't have the stuff yet, but you've earned it, text her. She'll get them sent out right away. And make sure that, I know with hotels, it's a little tricky to get the right shipping, so make sure you communicate well with shipping addresses, include room numbers, everything, so we can make sure guys get their stuff. And that's it. I did send a text out to my leaders and my up-and-coming sophomores, just that, it's kind of like the June gloom at last week of June. It feels like if you're a manager, you feel like you're just dealing with a bunch of like stuff that you shouldn't be dealing with anymore. Yep. But it never stops. It just kind of becomes different problems. And so my message to everybody is to manage better systems. You have 10 reps or 50 reps. If you manage systems and you have systems in place, then those will manage themselves as long as everybody agrees with those and is on the same page. And you don't have to manage reps individually because you have systems in place for those things. Yeah. So,
and it's 4th of July week, which I feel like honestly injects so much morale into the team coming out of June, because everyone's home, everyone's excited, people are getting dressed up, crazy outfits and stuff for Friday on Saturday. Like, you just end up having like this really great weekend that I think propels you into the rest of your summer. And you have the cup to look forward to. Like, you have so much.
It's kind of a restart.
Yeah. No, I genuinely feel like 4th of July is like, it's not only great for America, but it's great for sales reps as well.
It is great for America.
And
yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
I think it'll help a ton. But reminder though, if you have anything with stay licensing, please get that in early. They will be closed on Friday because it is a company holiday.
Yep.
So One Stop will still be there, AC, all the same corporate support that you usually need.
What about housing? Should we
housing
make sure
will not be available.
Make sure that your housing apartments are done by Thursday?
Definitely, because they will be as unavailable as they can. I mean, they're closed. But yeah, any government systems, so city licensing, state licensing, get that all done now. If you need like heat maps and stuff from me, get it done. Jayla, we probably should have brought her in. She's going to be who's supporting out on maternity leave.
She's awesome. She's so
great.
responsive, and so we'll it's a good substitute for somebody like you who's
she's
very
fantastic.
on top of your game. So.
I'm not worried about you guys at all with her. But
Good.
yeah, so try to get that all in early so that way you can focus fully on sales on Friday, on Saturday, on doing like whatever it is that you guys do, whether it's like fireworks or barbecue or whatever, like make it so you can put all your effort into that instead of, shoot, I forgot to do all of this stuff I needed to prior. I forgot to ask for these heat maps before. I forgot to do this other stuff before. And now I'm scrambling on Friday, Saturday. Like, you don't want that.
Another thing I realized is because Friday, Saturday are both such long days and we go pretty hard, a lot of times guys will think that Monday they're going to stay in that same area. And then after Friday, Saturday, everybody kind of feels like they need a new town.
Ooh.
And so just have a backup plan in place. So if you guys feel burnt in your areas, you don't want to go back to the same area you just spent 2 full days in, that you're either getting a new area or a new town on Monday, so you can pick up Monday fresh. But for me, my rookie year, I had my first 4 spot on 4th of July.
Did you really?
And after that, it was double digits the rest of the summer. And
Every day?
No, I'm sorry, double digits on a week, like 10
Oh,
plus.
okay. I was saying it was like you're doing
10
10 a day?
No, yeah. 2 a day, no, 1 a day, 1 to 2 a day after 4th of July for the rest of the summer.
That's amazing.
And so mid-July, I did a 15 spot. That was my top rookie summer week. But after that, it's just kind of like, okay, I've readjusted. I can hit my goals. I've just got to amplify the effort. And
that's a consistent story at Vivint though too.
It
I
is.
feel like there's so many people I know very well where it's like once they hit July for whatever reason, especially their rookie years, it just like clicks into place, and very like not necessarily mediocre rookies, but rookies maybe getting like 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's that same pacing.
Yeah.
It's like this clicked 4th of July weekend. I finally have my process down, like whether it was the close or my presentation, whatever it was that was holding them back, now clicks, and like they outperform themselves the entire rest of the summer.
Yeah,
So.
it's crazy. And Vivint usually does a beat your second half. Mm-hmm. I think they announced something.
They just announced it, didn't they?
With that already for Hawaii.
Yeah.
So very cool. Okay, well, thanks for letting us get caught up. Hopefully we don't get behind again on these because it's a lot of us. That's why I brought in, somebody new, exciting, and everybody loves Michaela, so it's easy to have her on.
Everyone loves me.
And everybody else told me no. So just
Mostly
kidding.
that.
You're my
I
only.
was the only one available the week of 4th
my
of
only
July.
my only other text was to Connor.
Oh, he's definitely
I like
gone.
having Connor on once a year, but Connor is in St. George golfing.
He is, yeah. Golfing, boating, living it up.
Living it up. 4th of July stuff. All right. Go dominate. Let's never have a down week again. Let's finish strong. That's it.
Yay, Into the Storm!
Yay, us.